Hello and welcome, this is Mercenary and we're back with some more BattleTech. In the last video, we completed the last of the missions in this system, so it's time to move on. Before we do that though, I would like to make some changes to our mechs that we could hopefully get completed by the time we make it to the next system. So what I am going to end up doing is I am going to transplant what we have in the Blitz Griffin over to the Shadowhawk. So let's start with the Griffin, as it has the systems in it that we're going to need to put over in the Shadowhawk, so it makes sense to start there. So, more or less, I'm going to rip all of the weapon systems out. And we'll keep one slot of ammo, and we don't want the cockpit either. So now, we're going to go ahead and might as well just turn off some of the things we're not going to need. So we want a large laser. We want and SRM4, gonna go there. And we have the two medium lasers to round things out. This has a little bit more armor, so we're not gonna have that half ton to put in a small laser, but that's fine. I'm fine with the stronger armor. All right, so that is all of the weapons we need. I think we're more or less done. One thing I would like to do, though, is just quickly switch the ammo over here. As discussed previously, if that ammo were to get hit in the center torso, it would just kill the mech. We don't want that to happen, so I'll put it over here. And I'm hoping with the number of systems we have in this torso section that hopefully the ammo will not get hit. But if it does get hit, it will take the weapon system that, you know, it is going to be fueling with it anyway. I could actually put it over here, though. We could lose the ammo, but keep the arm. I mean, the way the Griffin is, it's, you know, all the weapons are on one side. So maybe that would be a good idea, putting the ammo over here. I'll try that. All right, well, that's going to be it. It's going to take 4 days to do. And I'm not really sure if this is going to be a frontline mech for us anyway. It may just be a backup mech. So we'll see when we get it ready on whether or not we're going to be using that as our frontline, or if this is going to be our frontline scout, or continue to be our frontline scout. All right, now let's do the Shadowhawk. So the location of the systems is going to be different, and actually that's going to be better for us because it's not going to be just in the one side of the mech. So let's go ahead and start. Now we do have medium lasers here, but we are going to be removing them because we're going to put in our better, and again, let's get rid of the ballistic weapons. We aren't going to need those. Let's put in our other lasers. It doesn't really matter. These are both going in the arms, so it doesn't matter which one goes where, just as long as we have the two there. And then we need our SRM6s with the plus damage, which we have 2 slots, one here, and we have one here. We also have a slot in the head, but I'm not going to use that because obviously it's not big enough to fit that. And then we also have the equipment of the cockpit mod, which is going to go there. Okay, so we also need the ammo, and we're missing a couple jump jets that were intended to go in this mech that didn't end up because we ended up canceling things, so I guess we should grab those now. And we'll put them in the legs. Why not? Spread out the jump jets a little bit. Although I may actually put them up in the upper torso just to pad out those torso sections to try and mitigate the crits that may happen. Okay, I also probably moved around the heat sinks, so we have heat sinks we need to put in. I think there was 4. Honestly, I'll know when we get closer to things. Let's get the ammo in here first. That way I know exactly how much I want. So in this case, I think I'm going to spread out the SRM ammo. I'm going to put one here. I'm going to put the other one in the other torso section. That way, if this section goes, this SRM6 is still functional. So I think that's not a bad loadout. Okay. So now that we've done that, we're going to have a half ton of armor, because that's where we were with the Blitz Griffin. And then the rest is going to be heat sinks. So we should have a decent number of heat sinks to put in here. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 4, and then our last one there. And there we go. Our heat efficiency is back up. Let's get that half ton of armor. Now, because things are more spread out, I don't have to focus on a one side over another. So in this case, I think I'm just going to focus on the torso section here with most of the armor. I did a decent job of putting a lot of armor in this torso section to begin with. The arms only have the medium lasers, so I don't think I have to put a ton more armor in there, and it's not that much different from where the torso section is. So I think we'll put 2 ticks in each of the side torso sections, maybe 1 tick in the center torso section. Maybe we'll also give a tick in each leg. And then at that point, I think we may only have 1 more tick to go. Yeah. So where would we want to put that? I don't think I really need rear armor. I guess we could just put it in the center torso section, or I could put it in the center torso in the rear. Again, I don't know if that really is going to help too much. I guess I'll just put it in the front. Okay, so that's our setup. And there we go. Let's confirm that. So that's going to take 7 days because there's a lot more systems going in. This one I'm going to want to put priority-wise up towards the top because this is a mech that's going to be... Oh, I forgot to rename things.
I'll let you know when that's done.
All right. I'll have to remember to do that because unfortunately I can't do it without stopping work and I don't want to have to redo everything. But we are going to rename these mechs when they are complete. Okay, so the last thing I'd like to do is I'd just like to upgrade the trebuchet because we do have that LRM-15. Let's check the store just to make sure it hasn't restocked as a day has gone by since the last time I checked. Okay, I don't see an LRM-15 here. I just see the systems that were here before. And, you know, the AC-20 is tempting for sure. Especially with that big accuracy bonus. I wish it was a damage upgrade rather than an accuracy bonus. But, you know, you want your AC-20 to hit. So having that accuracy bonus does really help. It is expensive, though, and I'm not going to be using it right away. Oh, we get a 10% price increase here. Well, that's because we're at a neutral point, though. Yeah, they don't hate us, but, you know, all right. Well, I still think we should pick it up. That's going to make finances a little tight. But we did all right on this planet. We did make a profit, so yeah, I'll take it. All right, let's go back into the mech bay, and we'll make that change with the trebuchet. I could do it on the dragon, but I think the stability damage that we get on the dragon is good enough, whereas we have just a standard LRM-15 on the trebuchet, so I'd like to get that one refitted. Especially as we have the damage upgrade one. And doing more damage is going to be pretty important. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and just swap this one out. And it is in the arm, so it will be more accurate, which is nice. Let's just go ahead and turn off some of the things we can't put in there. Or we don't even care about. Alright, so the LRM-15 plus 2 damage. So that's a pretty significant upgrade. As the missile systems, they go up in increments of 1. So this is, you know, 2 steps up. All right, let's go ahead and confirm that. And that's going to take 2 days. Okay, confirm. So the trebuchet and the Shadowhawk should be towards the top. So let's go ahead and manage that task. Because all these other things are potentially going to be backup mechs, whereas the Shadowhawk is going to be a little bit more important, and the trebuchet sure is going to be more important. But wherever we travel, I think we'll get there in 9 days. Maybe we put the trebuchet up a little bit higher, because we do have backup mechs that could take the place of the Shadowhawk in case it's not done in time. Alright, let's go ahead and close that. Okay, go to... I'll start with the contracts, just to see if we have an interesting travel contract. We do have 2, but they're both very high difficulty. I don't think that's where we want to be right yet. So, let's take a look on the star map. Okay. So our travel contract does take us closer to where we want to be, but where we're really ending up going with our priority mission is down here. How long would it take us to travel? 24 days. It's not too bad. We could try and go in that direction. So this system here is 2.5 skulls. That system's 2.5 skulls. Although this takes a lot more time to get to. That one is only 20 days, so that's not too bad. 3 skulls. 2.5 skulls, 2.5 skulls, half skulls. Could even go past it, 2.5 skulls. Okay. Or we could go over here where we saw all those systems with the 2 skulls. Like, for example, this system had, I think, some things that I thought were interesting. And then we, I think, have several systems here that also could be good for us. You know, this one's a rich system. Doesn't really have anything else here that I think would necessarily mean that there's going to be good items there. But, you know, really, who knows sometimes with these things. But, you know, there was that one system that was 20 days away. That sounded kind of intriguing. 2.5 skulls, planet-wide storms, mining, periphery level civilization, small population, error world, medium gravity. Okay, so it's an arid world. Okay, so that kind of turns me off because we know that that would be, you know, a little bit hotter and what have you. This one takes so long, I'm not sure I want to go to it. It does have a black market though, so that could be good for us. It's rich. It's a travel hub. That could be good. It's got manufacturing. Okay, so this is seeming pretty good. It has a token population would be the only thing I'd say is a down point. And obviously the long travel time, which I'm not so keen on because we're losing a lot of time. We'll be right at a monthly payoff if we go and do this contract. And if we get there and there's like very few contracts, I don't know. It's kind of a little bit too much of a risk for me. Whereas this is only 16 days away, and we're not really getting that far away. We could go to New Vandenberg again, even though there wasn't anything there last time we were there. We can go into more systems inside here. I guess I didn't really notice this opening up before. Half. What do we got here? Moons, mining, agriculture, periphery level. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm going to go here anyway, just because it does have a lot of things that I'd like to see. Yeah, we'll hit another month pay off when we get there, but hopefully there's a few missions there, and we'll see. So let's go ahead and travel. Okay, it's going to be 60,000. I don't think the cost is all that different. You know, I didn't really check. So where was the one that was... Yeah, it's 60,000 regardless of how much time we're taking. Could be the same number of jumps. All right. Well, let's travel to Burton nonetheless, because some of these things sound really interesting and could pay off. Then again, it may not.
By your command.
I would imagine we're probably going to have some events occur while we're on our route. But yeah, money's going to be a little on the tight side. We're probably going to have to do our story mission after this travel. Because between the upgrade of our ship and things we may purchase when we get there, and the monthly fee we'll have to pay once the month runs out. Now, we do have 30 days, I think. I think we'll travel there, then have our financial a day later. All right, how many days of travel do we have?
Those upgrades you asked for are online, Commander.
Wow, okay, so 15 days of travel without a jump ship, which is why that travel is so long. Interesting. Okay, so we do want to do the ship upgrade because it's available. I think Medical Bay was the other one I was really interested in. Unfortunately, it costs a lot of money, but I think we really should take it. We are getting close here, but I don't think we'll run out of money when we get to the new system. If there's no jobs there, that would be a catastrophe, but we could still scrape by, so it wouldn't be the end of the world. So let's go ahead and purchase this.
Sure thing. It'll take a bit, but we'll get
Okay. And we'll get back into our travels.
We're nearly broke, Commander.
Yeah, okay. Please don't give me these messages every 5 seconds. Okay, poker night. Oh, this is poker night. Ares is prowling outside your quarters as you return after dinner. Poker night. Darius first insisted because he said it would keep his skills sharp. I mean, we've seen this before, so really it's just how do we want to play? Play casually, pass on the game, play to win, manipulate the game. I say play casually, that's what we did last time, and it worked out. Okay, so we gain 1 tech point for 7 days. Alright, well, we'll see why. This is just a friendly game, Darius intones as he shuffles the deck. And thank God for that. Yank clinks his Ambergist Vermouth with your cup and looks at his hand. His eyes widen immediately. Ah, poker night. Keep an eye on your cards, but soon you're pulled into a conversation with Yang about the rarity of functional quad mechs. Now, it's interesting that you choose to talk about this because I think some people that are into BattleTech really wanted quad mechs to be in this game. But anyway, Darius is displeased at how lightly you're taking the game, but it's not clear why until Yang notices the pile of chips he'd been absently collecting all night. Wow, says Yang, I guess I got lucky tonight. Mirai taps her own small stack of chips. We're all lucky. If Darius had the cards, you were just flashing around, we'd owe him our shirts. Okay, so we get a tech point for 7 days. It doesn't really help us too much because, I mean, we don't have much else to do, but oh well. At least nothing negative happened. Okay, let's go ahead and continue here. But yeah, I really hope he doesn't keep flashing me that you're gonna go broke message, because that's a little annoying, but okay. Crew is ready for the next job. Alright, so now we're gonna do our renaming of things that I forgot to do. So the first thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna rename the Griffin. It's not the Blitz Griffin anymore. I'm gonna call it, let's call it the Griffin Hawk, because we've made it function the way we wanted to make the Shadow Hawk function, so we'll call it that. And you know, a hawk has good vision, and this is kind of in a scout role, so I think that kind of makes sense. So we'll go with that. Okay, and then we'll do a name change to the Shadow Hawk as well. So that is going to this one. And we're going to name this one, I'm going to call it the Blitz Hawk in honor of the Blitz Griffin. Okay. Well, that's all set up. Let's go back on our travels. We still have quite a ways to go. Looks like we'll get our next upgrade as well. I don't know. I don't know if we should do that one right away. We should probably take a job first. What is the difference of a day other than a lot of money?
We've entered orbit, Commander. That work order is complete.
All right.
Almost completely out
Yeah,
of
I know. We're almost out of money. Thank you.
We've arrived at our destination.
Yeah, we'll visit the store, see what we got here. Okay, so we do have some mech parts. Oh, that's unfortunate. We don't actually have any of the Orion Ks. We only got the other version. All right, well, we do have an LRM-15. Stability damage, though, is not that exciting. Accuracy for small lasers, not too exciting. We have crit chance for an SRM-2. Is that it for weapons? Wow, okay. Well, we do have a special system here and an arm mod, but yeah, I don't know if I care, because it's just some stability damage, and it does take up tonnage to do, 2 tons to be exact. Nah, that's not going to happen. So, oh, what's this? A heat bank. That's something new. Okay, so it gives you a bonus of plus 10 max heat. It does take up a ton, though, so it does work kind of like a heat sink, but it's not really dissipating heat. It's just giving you more of a bar, more or less, I guess. So it gives you plus 5 overheat threshold. The heat banks are installed to allow for more thermal energy collection, increasing the threshold at which internal damage occurs from excess heat buildup, and thus boosting sustained weapons fire capability. Well, so this is pretty interesting. I don't know if I'm going to buy it right now. But definitely I could see some use here. This gives you the ability to fire, I mean, really a medium laser, because I think that's how much heat you work with there. But the overheat threshold is half that. So with a pilot with good gut skill, maybe this would be very good. But it's the fact that it takes up a ton, so you'd probably remove a heatsink to have this thing. So I'm kind of up in the air how useful it is. I also am curious what slots it can go in, because it's not really clear. Maybe it could just go anywhere. But I'll buy it. What the heck? We will drop below 1 million, but, well, let's check. Do we have contracts here before I make anything that's going to really hurt us financially? Because the next day, we're going to have to... All right, so we have 3 contracts here. And they don't pay necessarily that great. Probably I'll do one of these over some of the others. But let's see what they are. So we have Destroy Base. We have Battle. We have Battle. One's in the desert. The other 2 are lowlands. So, honestly, Destroy Base is probably where I'm going to want to do. And again, pirate enemies, and it's the Federated Suns hiring me in Tarian space. Why would that be a thing? I mean, yeah, if you're fighting the Tarians, that makes sense, but against pirates, wouldn't that be the Tarians giving me that job? And the fact that we haven't had a single Tarian contract is kind of weird, but all right. Maybe that unlocks once the story develops, I guess. I don't know. All right, so if I were to pick one of these, I'd probably go with this one purely because it's more rewarding. You have both better salvage and better money for this particular one. It's the hardest of the 3. But I think we're ready for it. I mean, our mechs are all ready to go. We have our pilots all ready to go, so we should be ready for this one. All right, well, let's take a look at that store then. And I'll go ahead and pick up that interesting item here. Okay. So I'm hoping that over the course of the next few days, we will get enough money that we won't be too much in trouble, but then I am probably going to need to go and do this mission because it's going to give me a lot of money, and we kind of need that. Oh wow, travel is 37 days now. It's like we're in such an inconvenient spot. There's just no jump points nearby. So we're going to have another month go by here. So that's unfortunate, but that is the way it is. I'm going to have to plan for that financially from what money I can get here and what money I'm going to have. We could sell some stuff too, but I don't think we're going to make a ton of money that way. All right, well, let's go ahead and take a look at our pilots if we want to level them up, considering that we may have to pay some extra money. If we do that, ooh, I clicked on the wrong thing. There we go. Okay, I can finally afford this. What does it do for me? Yeah! +2 max evasion. That's what I've been waiting for. So we are going to take that. And you know what? I'll take the tactics as well. It wouldn't hurt. We don't really need it. We don't really use it. But, you know, we can afford it, so why not?
Training confirmed, Commander.
Alright, so let's take a look at some of my other pilots. You have 3,000, which could give me tactics. Which gives us that called shot bonus. That could be useful. I think so. We'll do that. So.
Mech warrior training complete.
Okay. He's done.
Ready for orders.
Alright, so what does this do? A cold shot mastery now, huh? Alright, I'll take it. Why not?
Training complete.
Okay, he's making more money, unfortunately.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Okay, and you don't have enough experience to do any of the things that I'd want you to do. Probably increasing this would be nice. Okay. Well, and I haven't been using you because you've been injured. Alright, well, that's all the experience we can do. We have everything I think we need, so we'll be taking that one mission in the next video. I think this is a good point to go ahead and wrap things up. And we'll do it next time. I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.